know apple pie shots. Okay, so I think it was like 2005 is when I started that, and apple pie shots is, as I would kind of call it, the limoncello of the Midwest, if you want to, or like out in Kentucky, North Carolina, et cetera. And basically it was just apple cider, apple cider, apple juice, some sugars and stuff like that, and you would add grain alcohol, and it has like that apple cinnamon flavor to it.
Sounds terrible.
Yeah, right. But in Wisconsin, there was all these small bars that were actually selling it. And vividly, there was a cool bar that we went to. As a former business partner of mine, Trent Kramer still has a really cool place called the Vintage in Wisconsin. And they would make homemade versions. And, he and I were partners in a place called the Missouri Tavern. And then him and I, split up, a good split, nothing bad there. He opened up, 6 more places, and I kept the Missouri Tavern. We would make homemade versions there. My dad used to make it as a kid too, even when he was a young man. And we just sold it as shots there. So I kind of figured, like, I don't know if this is true or illegal, how we're doing this. Knew nothing about the industry. So I went on a venture to, look at that. And
you were trying to bottle it.
Yeah, and how I could bottle it. And at that time, there were literally 89 distilleries in the country. And most of them were making pharmaceutical-grade alcohol. So, and now with like craft spirits, et cetera, there's over 4,000.
Yeah.
So it's something that's actually boomed. So when I started, there wasn't a lot that was going on in there. And my ignorance was bliss in all reality, not really having, am I too scared to try this? I know too much. I'm too close to it. Sometimes when you're a fish in the water, you don't even know you're in the water.
Yep.
And I just went out and, found someone to bottle it. I had a goal to do 200 cases in a year, which is a lot. And I was going to go out and sell it myself. In my first less than 2 months, I had sold over 2,000 cases. Wow. It just caught on, kind of like wildfire, if you want to call it. Like it went through around the state of Wisconsin pretty well, and actually all throughout Ohio. Ended up growing that pretty well, trying to find out what cash flow is. Yep. And then I think I told you twice I had to go to the casino. I never tell anybody to do this, but twice I had to go to the casino to make payroll. True story. Playing blackjack. It's crazy. I only had a couple employees at that time, but it was true, right? So he's making fun of me, calling me Hollywood, money bags, all that fun stuff, right? He goes, "What are you going to do now?" And I'm like, "Well, I'm going to come deliver packages with you, Brad." And he was like, you can seriously do that during the holiday season. Holiday season. I'm like, dude, I'm going to look into it. Flew from Canada down to see my wife at our old place I told you we had in Sunset Beach and Treasure Island. I was standing there and an Amazon van drove by. And I literally stopped the van, and it was a kid. And I'm just like, "Hey, when did Amazon start delivering packages?" He's like, "Well, I work for a third-party contractor." So I got the information of his boss, and then I backtracked it. And ended up getting into, it's called an Amazon delivery service partner. So we run a good chunk of the last mile delivery up in Madison, Wisconsin, and Milwaukee. That kind of goes throughout the state of Wisconsin. Today we currently employ about 230, full-time drivers, and we've got about 140 branded Amazon vans.
Vehicles. Wow. So Amazon, I was fascinated when you told me this. So there's a ton of facilities probably where everyone's listening, right? These big Amazon buildings. Yeah,
there's 2,200 of them in the country.
Insane.
Yeah.
And the last mile is from those facilities to the local areas, and there's contractors. You're one of 22
like
or
2,200.
2,200.
2,200. Yeah, it's actually Amazon. It's phenomenal. Amazon has built literally I believe, don't mark me on this one, right? You can fact check me later, right? But I believe it's the largest commercial fleet in the world.
Oh, I would imagine for sure.
Yeah.
And you and the other 2,200 roughly are providing the last mile. So they don't. It's really getting those facilities. I was blown away by that because in my mind, I'm still blown away every day, which a lot of us I'm sure are, that I'll order something at 11 p.m. and by 4 a.m. it's at my doorstep. It's amazing.
It's a game changer, right? Yeah. I mean, you look at Amazon, a disruptor when the internet came around, right? Yep. But you also get in that point when retail-wise you're building that big, you can't rely on third party to deliver to your, you know what I mean?
Yep. And they own the real estate as well.
So they own the real estate as well,
and the vehicles.
And they own, So most of them. Yep. So we work with them where I actually lease, I purchase, and rent
Yep.
all at the same time.
Okay.
Right. Just to try to get enough fleet from that.
Crazy.
Yeah.